Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome to Etta, Arlene Spiritcast. If you're new to this podcast, we talk about all things related to mindfulness, magic, astrology, tarot, Reiki, meditation, anything in that realm. Today's episode is about divination a little bit. We're just going to talk about our oracle deck, do some oracle readings, and yeah, it'll be great. Before we get into it, do you want to tell them where they can find us at?
So you can follow us over on Twitter at edpro_pgh. We tweet a lot. You can follow us on Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest, TikTok, Facebook at Etta Arlene. You can follow us on YouTube at Etta Arlene. We post breaking fuse videos almost every single day. Go like and subscribe. And then you can go to our website, ettarlene.com, and sign up for our email list to get a free Reiki session almost every single month. We're going to get better at doing it in 2023.
Yeah. So I think we could keep this intro short, since this is going to be like a short episode.
Okay.
And just get right into it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, guys, this is an ad. We believe in supporting small business, and today we're talking about the small business called Garage Cats.
They make 100% organic, handmade lip balm using hemp and cocoa butter. It smells amazing. It lasts for a very long time. They use eco-friendly paper tubes. They're pretty much awesome. If you are interested in supporting this business, you can find the link below or go to garagecats.etsy.com. We just want to take a quick moment to invite everyone listening to check out our shop at ettarlene.com. If you like what we do, it is one of the easiest ways to support us. Plus, you will get our awesome handcrafted 100% vegan soy candles, our prints, books, oracle cards, and book a Reiki session. All of this can be found at ettarlene.com and linked in the show notes. Alright, we're back. So today we're talking about divination. We're just going to do like some readings, but in particular, we're going to do readings with our new oracle deck, and it's called Today Daily Oracle based off of our book that we made, last year?
Yeah, it was a year ago.
So this oracle deck is really cute, and I'm really excited for everybody to see it. If you want to check out the deck yourself, We've lately been posting on TikTok exclusively the oracle deck.
Yeah, and some on Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram. We have them on Instagram and Pinterest. I think we posted a few of those.
A couple, but mainly on TikTok.
Yeah, if you're curious about that. We don't, we really... Oh, that was the drawer to where all my oracle decks are held, so I'm wondering...
Oh, is that a sign from the universe?
Yeah, I think they must have put more decks out.
So I want you to give me a reading...
Okay, so I have 3 cards right now for everybody listening.
Okay.
And I was kind of thinking a New Year kind of energy.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you guys your reading right now with that. And I did a 3-card spread for that. And so for the new year, we're being instructed to focus on what we want and not to give life to what we don't desire.
Wow.
And that we have and able to move into those new steps, those new places that we want to be at in the new year. We have to trust that everything is aligned perfectly. We just have to trust in what we are focusing on, if that makes sense. So our first goal is to give life to what we desire, and then the next is to have faith that it's gonna happen. And then I said, is there anything else that our listeners need to know? And the guy that's around said, you are art walking and love breathing. So I thought that was pretty cool.
So you're magic. You're awesome. That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's a perfect message for the new year.
Yeah, I love
Makes
it.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Just literally.
Yeah. It's really great. Thank you. So I can pull some for you now.
Yeah.
And this is a timeless message, by the way. So you guys, that message we just did, if you're listening to this and it's not January, it still applies. You're hearing it when you need it. Then we're going to pull Mind, Body, Spirit with our deck for Arlene. So she can put our energy on it.
This deck is pretty blunt, honestly.
Yeah.
For all the readings that we've done so far for our friends and stuff, it's pretty blunt.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to come for me.
And the one thing I noticed about this deck, too, is it can tell when you're, playing around and not being serious, because it'll give you, a really... So we have 3 cards within the reading that are yes, no, maybe, and you can pull those out and do yes, no questions. Just so there's no there's no misunderstanding what the answer is. Yes, no, or maybe.
You should whip out our other deck for clarifications.
Yeah, we can do that. So, what I've noticed is that this deck can tell, like, if we're, like, with a group of people, and I'm like, oh, you guys want to pull from our new deck? And if they're not, like, into it, they'll always get, like, a really ambiguous card. They won't get, like this deck is like, I'm not partaking in your fun and games, So a card represents your mind. You need to, like... So, I mean, this can go for everybody. This card fell out. It's the cycles will continue to repeat themselves until you learn the lessons. So this is a Mind, Body, Spirit for Arlene for the new year. What does she need to do for going into this new year? You can tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Next.
Wow.
Okay.
I can't even. Okay.
We're not gonna... Okay. Keep pulling. So this is the next card.
Okay.
Okay. And then the next card.
Okay.
So the first message is for the new year, she needs to hold space for herself to allow herself time to just be. And then the second to that is for her spirit, she needs to listen to her inner self and act in her truth. And then for the physical realm, for the body, for the new year, I'm going to read this for everybody. It's, remember, you are not the projections of others. You are not your perceived limitations. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. Never listen to the voice that says you can't.
I told you this deck is very blunt.
Yeah.
It really came from my neck here.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
So, like, perhaps you're getting ahead of yourself.
The sound bit, like, wow.
And they're saying, like, for your mind, like, your mind is probably just, like, going all the time. So it's saying that you need to, like, hold space for yourself and allow yourself to just be, so you can hear that guidance. And it's kind of funny because the next card is about inner guidance, and this is for your spirit. So it's kind of like your higher self, like, you need to listen to me. I'm trying to help you out. So listen to your inner self and act in your truth. And that's how you'll be able to, by slowing down and then listening. And then for the physical, for the physical realm is that, like, don't compare yourself to, like, other people and other life experiences, and don't listen to, cause we have that theme of listening, and this is saying choose not the one that says you can't. So
wow.
Yeah, it's great deck. Each card has the words on it, so you don't have to use a
guidebook.
We don't have a guidebook for this. You don't have to. There's just like an instruction page, but because the information's on the card, you don't need it. And we really want people to use their intuition and their inner guidance as well, and, like, listen. All of our
like
decks,
for me, like, the whole space for yourself, I instantly thought, like, it's okay to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to disconnect and to stop.
Yeah. And the thing is, this card that fell out first was the cycles will continue to repeat until you learn the lessons. I feel like
it's relevant for 2023.
Yeah, but I think that it's saying, like, to understand what lessons there are, you have to slow down so you can understand and see what cycles you keep repeating.
I know what cycles I'm repeating.
There's this, like, book called The Dark Goddess.
Yeah.
That I've been reading, and in it, this is relevant to the reading.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned it to you earlier, but this is kind of more for the listeners.
Okay.
She was talking about, like, a meditation and it's literally prompting you to slow down. And it's kind of, this is, like, before journeying, like, into the underworld. And she talks about writing down the times you've gone to the underworld. So what she's referring to is, like, the dark night of the soul, when you felt, like, completely hopeless, disconnected. Kind of like the crisis mode, tower, or whatever. She calls it, those are moments when you're in the underworld. And she says, one of those times in your life. And then, like, you write all of those down, and then you write, like, when those things had subsided or what they were about. Like, you went into this dark cycle because you were worried about, I don't know, like, something. We'll just say weight. Like, let's say weight's, like, a thing. And like, then you keep seeing, like, every couple years you fall back into that same cycle. So it's like you didn't learn. So then you go and you sit and you're quiet with all that you've, like, journaled about. And it allows you to see the cycles that you're repeating over and over again, and what, like, you keep trying, like, not you, but, like, the person doing it, like, they'll keep trying to, like, heal certain things with different routes, but it's still, like, circling back because they're not addressing, like, the real issue. But you find the real issue by getting quiet and listening and allowing the understanding to come.
And allowing yourself to feel however you are feeling at the time.
Yeah, because I mean, like, the dark, like, going into, like, those darker
Uncomfortable
aspects,
feelings.
they'll make you cry and, like, but according to this author, you either go to the underworld willingly or you're forced to. We always joke about, like, how a tower moment, either go have a death card
you
or
knock
you
it down
have a
yourself
tile,
or
yeah,
it falls
tower.
when it's...
It'll happen. And, I think that's pretty relevant. But, yeah, it's a cool book if you're into, like, dark goddess stuff. You can check it out. We may remember to link it down below. But, yeah, they're pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Loving all the divinities. Or I'm like, what should we use next? Because I always have my runes with me. It's been a staple.
But why don't you give the listeners a card?
Yeah, let's do another card.
Let's do a card spread.
Yeah, let's just do cards.
We're just having fun. This is a chill episode.
Yeah.
And we want you guys to check out our stuff.
Yeah.
Check out our awesome creations. We have the Today Daily Oracle card deck now, and we have our first card deck, the Inner Illumination Oracle. That one is, I think they're both great, but that one's really a soul's journey. And we highly, highly recommend that if you're trying to break some cycles. Like myself. So I'm going to practice what I preach. I'm going to do what I say.
So if you're listening, you're probably familiar with tarot. Tarot takes you on a soul's journey. Inner Illumination is like is designed to be a soul's journey. Mm-hmm. So I have that deck out right now, actually. Okay.
So let's give the listeners...
For what do you guys need to know for this year?
Yeah.
3 card spread. Great. Okay. Okay. So there's a sense of, like, completion. There's this idea of wanting to have completion and feel, like, complete, and, like, we're always, like, kind of chasing, like, how do I get that? How do I feel like myself
being content
again?
in the present.
So this is saying how that completion is within and that it's happening in the now. So you can take this in two ways. I think it can be it's now is time to start going within and becoming that person that you truly would like to be and you envision yourself as, and taking the necessary steps, and you will feel complete doing that. But also it's a reminder, because complete is the first card, that you are complete you are perfectly who you are. You're made exactly who you're supposed to be. Even
if you perceive yourself as not being that, you are that.
Well, yeah, that power is within you, so the card within is like you're already embodying it, and then we got now, so it's happening in the present. So keep that in mind when going on, like, that journey, I would say. But I feel like I use these cards a lot, so so we'll bring out the angels. So we were talking about spirit guides in the last thing, so I thought it'd be cool for angel.
To do an angel reading.
Yeah, so we could
which decks are you using right now?
This is Angel Tarot, and then an angel deck that's out of print, and that I found at a bookstore, and it's not a complete set, but I really wanted it at the time.
It's only missing one card, right?
Yeah, I think it's missing one card, but that makes it the 43, and I told you 3 significant, which is kind of funny. I really like this stuff. Alright, so we can ask, like, what angel's around. You know, feel called to do that.
What angel's connecting with us right now?
Angel's connecting with us right now. Okay. Ooh, I can't say his name. But he's an angel of alchemy, and he rules transformation.
Wow.
He helps with your spiritual progress. And
this whole reading has all been about transformation.
Yeah, so it's the
breaking
Hermit
cycles.
card. And I really like this card. I really like this. Yeah, so it's kind of cool that showed up, because that's kind of what this whole reading, I feel like, for you guys has been about. So let's ask this angel what we need to know. I can't pronounce his name, by the way, so that's why I haven't said it.
Yeah, you don't want to say it.
So this, yeah, I don't want to say it
wrong.
Wrong. But he's an angel that oversees alchemy transformation. He rules over nature, and I think he's linked to another divinity, but that's also not this podcast. So the first card we have, like, Michael, which is really cool, because we always ask Michael to, like, kind of protect, so I feel like he likes to show. There's 2 cards for Michael, actually. Okay, so for this message, so we have the Emperor reversed, and then we have the Queen of Cups reversed, and it's basically what it's saying is that you need to like, it's recommended to ground and pay attention to like the flow of information. Like, what are you telling yourself? What information is coming to you? Where is it coming from? Like, it's easy to get caught up with Queen of Cups energy. It's like the idea of getting caught up in like the emotions and the non-physical and like things that are more charged in a certain way that can like blind us to what the truths are, in regards to like things we tell ourselves. Why are we thinking a certain way? Why are we saying this about ourselves? Why are we subscribing to certain belief systems or certain things that are not helping us per se? Like, where are the facts? Where's the truth coming from? Why do you think that your hair looks bad today? You know what I mean? Like, where does that come from? Like, who's telling you? You just told that to yourself type of situation. It's kind of like concept of getting grounded and being in
your perceived lack.
It's being in your mind and your body and allowing like the flow of information, because there's a lot of information is what I'm trying to like express, like in truths and the flow of that and where it's coming from, and being opening up to like that intuition and the guidance and stuff like that and listening to it, but like also where is that information coming from? Just having discernment, I think. Grounding and discernment would be the two main concepts of these. And then we have the Tower, and it's also in reverse, and it's Archangel Uriel, who an angel I like a lot.
Yeah.
I don't have a preference.
I like how it is illuminated in gold too.
Yeah, so that's a major arcana. Yeah. Uriel is light illumination, the fire of God. And so basically Uriel is kind of like saying like the Tower's reversed. It's indicating that you're coming out to see the light, and that next to it we have basically the Fool, but it's also reversed. So it's kind of like concepts of trusting the journey. So like you're coming out of it. If they were upright, it's like you're having this Tower moment to start a new journey, but it's reversed. So it's like the Tower moment is kind of like ending, it's over, but it's taking you on this new journey that you're not even like seeing, that you're not recognizing, that it's like can be toxic, but you're not like seeing it.
So this is the year of breaking cycles.
Like you are overcoming these Tower moments and not be dissuaded on this journey that you're going to have new beginnings, because it's actually not going to be a difficult new beginning is what it's suggesting. Should we ask the other?
Yeah, let's get some any further guidance that we need. I mean, this really tied in with the Oracle card reading, in my opinion.
Okay, angels, is there any further guidance?
I love that Michael's the Chariot in this deck.
Yeah.
It's stunning.
Okay, so we also got the idea of timing again, which we had spoke on earlier in the reading. So it's the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open, the towers are behind you. You're starting a new journey that you're not afraid to start. Like, it's not going to be disruptive, and that you have to trust in the positive outcomes for that journey. And then another clarifier. So it's like good news. Okay, so there's this concept of connecting with your family. That could be soul family, and it can also we did an episode on spirit guides, so I feel like the spirit guides are still kind of
here
around, and that we just literally recorded that a half hour ago for you, everybody. So I think that they're throwing a little tip of the fedora to connect with them.
It's confirmation again.
Yeah.
That it's call to action. You guys should start connecting with your spirit teams, especially if you're feeling the need of additional support or need energetic help with transitioning into a new phase.
Because they're saying if you connect, you'll learn this new shower of abundance that they want to bestow upon you.
Wow. What was this? I didn't see that card, sorry. Okay, family.
Yeah, so if we're talking about the non-physical, that things, they're here to help you with everything, including finances. Whenever this is a state of shower of abundance, some people it might be literal money, but I think it's just the abundance in some form. They can help guide you and show you the light. Okay, do we want to ask anything else, or are we good? Do you want one more, or in which
give us a leaving message for...
We'll do both.
Okay. Give me one. Just one more card for the... Here we go. It flew right out.
Okay.
It's Michael. How
Okay, so that's also confirmation that Michael's been protecting us with this reading because I asked him to. I guess I should have told you guys that prior.
Well,
but we said it all the time that we ask Archangel Michael to be around, so we were definitely talking about it a lot.
We work with the angels. I know how many times I'm going to say this. We don't say it at all, ever.
Yeah, I've been going around a whole bunch of different spirits these days.
We work with the angels.
Okay, Archangel Michael, thank you. Wow, we got both Michael's cards, though, for it. So, okay, Michael, is there anything else that our listeners should know? Oh, okay, so we have the giving and receiving and the idea of cycles again, so that the entire universe operates on cycles. And that, think of inhaling and exhaling, and that you can become out of rhythm with the universe sometimes. So remember the initial message for this was kind of like ground and reel it back, have discernment and grounding. It's kind of like trying to get back into the natural cycle, starting a new cycle. It's kind of balance in your life. So inhaling, exhaling, going within. Can we have clarity on what that means? Ground yourself.
I instantly thought you can't pour from an empty cup. And that, the energy that you put out, you get back.
Oh my God.
If you are wishing or wanting to have a change in your life, sometimes you have to take a step back to feel how you need to feel and get your ducks in a row.
Wow. When you detach from your awareness from your body and the physical world, it just feels like you're floating and that you need to reel it back. Okay, Michael. Guys, we all need to ground, apparently.
Ground in your being. What's your truth? Who are you? Who are you to your core? What do you really want in life?
Michael.
What do you want? What direction do you want your life to go? If you're not happy currently, what changes can you make now to be on a positive, better trajectory with your timeline? What needs let go of? Ask yourself these questions. What needs let go of? What can you take with you? What in your life is bringing you down? And those are the key points to start. What falsities are you believing about yourself or your life or where you should be? Do the shadow work.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So that's enough for this episode.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I think Michael was the razzle-dazzle for me.
This card reading is homework. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you to all the angels that were assisting us with this reading. Thank you. Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. And if anything stuck out during the reading, meditate on that. Start asking yourself the questions that need to be asked. All right. Stick around for Reiki. Reiki, Reiki, Reiki.